Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe.
George Washington. George Washington was born in Westmoreland County, Colony and Dominion of Virginia, British North America, February 22, 1732, died in Mount Vernon, Virginia, United States, December 14, 1799 at the age of 67 years. Was the first President of the United States 1789 to 1797. At the age of 11 years, his father died. George Washington first worked as a paramedic. He then entered the Army at the age of 21, and was made a lieutenant colonel while serving in the military by the governor of the state of Virginia. Married with Martha Dandridge Custis, Washington in 1759, George Washington managed his vast estate in Virginia, and was a member of the Virginia House of Representatives, until the American Revolution broke out. George Washington is a member of the secret society of Freemasonry. When he was 33 years old, he chose to side with the people of the state of Virginia, who rebelled against the British, who passed laws that were unfair according to the Virginia people's opinion. He was also in charge of leading the Virginia Army. In 1775 he was appointed Commander-in-Chief by the Continental Congress, namely the 13th Congress of British Colonies. In 1776 the American Revolution of Independence broke out, and the Continental Congress issued the Declaration of Independence, and seceded from the British Empire. It is better to offer no excuse than a bad one. It is better to be alone than in bad company. If freedom of speech is taken away, then dumb and silent we may be led, like sheep to the slaughter. My mother was the most beautiful woman I ever saw. All I am I owe to my mother. I attribute my success in life to the moral, intellectual and physical education I received from her. A primary object should be the education of our youth in the science of government. In a republic, what species of knowledge can be equally important? And what duty more pressing than communicating it to those who are to be the future guardians of the liberties of the country? Be courteous to all, but intimate with few, and let those few be well tried before you give them your confidence. True friendship is a plant of slow growth, and must undergo and withstand the shocks of adversity before it is entitled to appellation. But lest some unlucky event should happen, unfavorable to my reputation, I beg it may be remembered, by every gentleman in the room that I this day, declare with the utmost sincerity, I do not think myself equal to the command I am honored with. A free people ought not only to be armed, but disciplined, to which end a uniform and well-digested plan is requisite, and their safety and interest require that they should promote such manufactories, as tend to render them independent of others for essential, particularly military, supplies. In politics as in philosophy, my tenets are few and simple. The leading one of which, and indeed that which embraces most others, is to be honest, and just ourselves and to exact it from others, meddling as little as possible in their affairs where our own are not involved. If this maxim was generally adopted, wars would cease and our swords would soon be converted into reap hooks, and our harvests be more peaceful, abundant, and happy. Human happiness and moral duty are inseparably connected. 99% of failures come from people who make excuses. I hope I shall possess firmness and virtue enough to maintain what I consider the most enviable of all titles, the character of an honest man. There is nothing which can better deserve our patronage than the promotion of science and literature. Knowledge is in every country the surest basis of public happiness. Guard against the impostures of pretended patriotism. Labor to keep alive in your breast that little spark of celestial fire called conscience. Perseverance and spirit have done wonders in all ages. Associate yourself with men of good quality, if you esteem your own reputation, for it is better to be alone than in bad company. A sensible woman can never be happy with a fool. Let us therefore animate and encourage each other, and show the whole world that a freeman, contending for liberty on his own ground, is superior to any slavish mercenary on earth. Happiness depends more upon the internal frame of a person's own mind, than on the externals in the world. Few men have virtue to withstand the highest bitter. The harder the conflict, the greater the triumph. Experience teaches us that it is much easier to prevent an enemy from posting themselves than it is to dislodge them after they have got possession. Worry is the interest paid by those who borrow trouble. The turning points of lives are not the great moments. The real crises are often concealed in occurrences, so trivial in appearance that they pass unobserved. As mankind becomes more liberal, they will be more apt to allow that all those who conduct themselves as worthy members of the community are equally entitled to the protections of civil government. I hope ever to see America among the foremost nations of justice and liberality.